Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today, yes, I'm doing a full video. It is the 2nd of May, 2025, just coming up to 10:30 in the morning here in Melbourne, Australia. And yes, I do have my morning espresso. Cheers, everyone. Very important for the morning. Now, there's been a lot that's happened overnight. XRP news is a given on my channel. The SEC and Ripple are apparently having a meeting with Chris Larsen, which is going to be very interesting. Worldcoin updates as well, with iScans and Visa Card. Again, it's leading towards a central bank digital currency. We've got crypto decoupling, and story ends as stocks follow Bitcoin's rally. Stocks are up. Bitcoin is pumping at the moment, up $96,540 US, which is mad. MicroStrategy, there's a lot going on with Michael Saylor. We're going to go into that. Canary Capital seeks SEC approval for the first SAY ETF, which is very, very bullish. And Michael Saylor again, wow, that guy's doing some pretty incredible things. We're going to go through all of that. Let's get into it, guys. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you are new, smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification, because as you can see right here, I absolutely love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are just getting mad in this space. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, it would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find ladies and gentlemen do that. So make sure you give it a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys rock. You rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence for this stuff, all right? Be careful. Now, formalities are out of the way. Straight to the top coins in my portfolio. In actual fact, let's just get straight into it right now. And again, we've got a total market cap of $3 trillion. So we're back up, ladies and gentlemen, which is really, really nice to see that. Let me just open this up for everyone right here. Again, it did pump a little bit yesterday, which is really nice. As you can see right here, it did get just above that $3 trillion mark late evening last night here in Australia. And this is not, where we want to be right here. Well above that, 3.1 trillion is nice. We're still at neutral on the Fear and Greed Index. We had Bitcoin ETF trackers, negative 56 million. Ethereum, negative 2.3 million. Dominance for Bitcoin is still sitting at 63%, and Ethereum's at 7%, which is nice to see that. And yes, we are still in a Bitcoin season. Coming over to my portfolio now, I haven't shared it in the community tab, but in actual fact, I probably did. Just hasn't updated on YouTube. Let's have a look. We've got BTT. I don't know what the hell's going on with this coin. It's up like 311%. Veracity, 19.62%. I'm bullish on Veracity, and it's a really good project for content creators and creators in general. So just go look it up. We have Telcoin up 10%. Quant is up 9.6%. $83 US. I'm very bullish on Quant. Immutable X is up 10%, 61 cents. Litecoin, $89. Superfarm sitting at 6.52. Electronium, it is part of the Digital Pound Foundation with Ripple, Quant, and of course Electronium. So I've been holding on to that for a very long time. We have Loopring. Doge is up 18 cents. Axie Infinity's up 4.7. Again, Axie Infinity, I'm still looking for a better place to stake my Axie, because at the time when I first got into it at Coinspot, believe it or not, you could stake it and earn 42% annual percentage yield, so APY. So it was pretty incredible to earn that kind of a return and getting paid out daily. So that all got stopped in Australia because we've got some pretty tight regulations here. VeChain have changed their logo at 2 cents right now. I'm still holding on to that, and that is pretty bullish. Now, coming over to market cap, Bitcoin is at 97,000 right now, so it's just jumped up 2.9%. Ethereum is at 1,849, and XRP is at $2.21, up 1.2%. Solana's at $151. I'm still bullish on these coins now. I did create, ladies and gents. Now, if you haven't joined the Wall Street Bull University, go do that, because I share my cryptos all the freaking time, every day. Top ETFs, coins right here. Let's have a look. We've got Litecoin, Doge, Cardano, Ethereum, Polkadot, Chainlink, Bitcoin, Hedera, Solana, Axel, XRP, that is freaking bullish. Sui, very, very bullish on Sui, and Trump. Now what we have to add in here is SAY. because there is going to be a crypto ETF for say. There you go. So every time I get an update in regards to the ETFs, I add it to my list just to keep a close eye on them. And I'll tell you the reason why, because my 3 Commas trading bots, again, are primarily focusing on ETF cryptocurrencies, because of course, once we get any news and approval, they're going to go up in value. So I'm going to set them up in a dedicated video, so make sure we stay into that. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, yes, earn curve. Again, it's incredibly stressful. It's been something, again, I've been working so hard on to get this happening. As I said, I have my Bible right here, and I've just got mountains and mountains of paperwork. I'm not kidding. Again, EarnCurve is going to be a spot crypto exchange. I'm taking on the big guys here in Australia and eventually, and fingers crossed, around the world as well. The licensing is underway at the moment, and still working very hard with Austrac to get that approval. Now, I did speak to them yesterday. I'm going to have a sip of the espresso. So they have given me an indication that I should receive some sort of a response by the 1st of July. So there's a 90-day process that you have to go through to get a response. It's not easy. Whilst that's all happening in the background as well, I should say that I am looking at building my team. There are some pretty incredible people that I'm going to be looking at bringing onto the team for EarnCurve. So really, really high level developers, because again, I've got some pretty crazy ideas for trading. And of course, implementing all of the back end is a massive job, but this is all happening, guys, whilst I'm waiting for the Australian crypto regulator. So fingers crossed, wish me luck. If you haven't gone to join the waitlist, please go do that. First name, last name, email, and phone number. And yes, you can select the country here, wherever you are in the world. And again, this will be launching in Australia. And then, of course, once it's up and running here, they're moving across continents. Okay, so of course, the United States, Asia Pacific, the UAE, of course, Europe, all over Europe, South America, of course, and of course, Africa. I'd love that. So fingers crossed I can get this going. Thank you very much to those of you that have joined the Founder Circle as well. I really appreciate it. It's helped me out a lot. Of course, those funds are still there because I'm working a lot on the regulators and all the regulations. That's very important. But if you feel like donating to this to help me, thank you very much. If you don't, it's totally cool. I understand. But thank you very much to all of you that have helped me, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Moving on as well, money never sleeps. Again, I keep pushing this because people need to understand what I'm talking about in the book. Thank you to those of you that have purchased Money Never Sleeps as well. I've seen all your emails. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Now, just to give you an idea, this is very different to cryptocurrencies. It's providing cash flow and passive income and making money while you sleep. This is one of my portfolios here. This is no bullshit. You can go and have a look at it. I'm not going to click it because it would be considered financial advice, but these are the kind of, gains, I should say, or money that you would make while you're sleeping, okay? So this is the key, and this is what I've written in this book. You need to get it, okay? I mean, making this kind of money is helping me pay my mortgage and my bills, and go read the book, okay? Just go get a copy of it. This is no BS, okay? Anyway, very exciting stuff. Let's get into it. Ripple and the SEC chairman to meet, again, Paul Atkins right now, and this is unbelievable news. It's happening on the 2nd of May. So that is today in Australia. It'll be later on, I guess, tonight, midnight here in Australia. Again, we're a day ahead here. But the meeting is being viewed as a major moment in the crypto industry. If everything goes well, it could put the end to the long-standing uncertainty around XRP and potentially set the stage for future rules on crypto in the United States. So that's very exciting. And Chris Larsen, again, is meeting with Paul Atkins. Again, a former SEC commissioner has returned to the chair. Pro-crypto Trump administration recently stated that the SEC should not be stifling the crypto industry and instead should cooperate with it. In a roundtable on the 25th of April, he stressed the supportive regulations are needed to promote growth and innovation in blockchain. Through the official agenda of the meeting, it is yet to be known, and there is hope this is the start of a resolution for the long-standing SEC vs Ripple battle, which has been going on for a freaking long time. So it's very exciting. Now, the conference may also cover the ways Ripple's technology, such as XRP, can make global money transfers better. Now, I've been seeing a lot on X as well in regards to Ripple and XRP, and again, potentially, the Federal Reserve taking it over. Look, I don't know that Brad and the team would sell it to the Federal Reserve or give it handed over. I don't know. So again, be careful with what you read on there because, again, Ripple's trying to acquire Circle, who own USDC, and basically they're trying to take the monopoly out of everyone else, and again, with stable coins because it's $1 trillion industry. It's huge. So very exciting times. We've got Worldcoin. Again, I think it's very weird with the eye scanning. I really do. If you haven't seen it, go look it up. And again, the company announced that April 30th that it's rolling out 6 major cities in the United States. We've got Atlanta, Austin, Los Angeles, Miami, Nashville, and San Francisco, which is interesting. And the goal, WorldCoin wants to verify humans' eyeballs using a shiny spherical device called an orb. Yes, I'm not kidding. Go look it up. And the tool links users to a decentralized identity system and rewards them with crypto. Wow. Moving on. Yes, we've got stocks rallying alongside Bitcoin, calling into question the whole decoupling narrative as equities and Bitcoin headed back to new all-time highs. And the S&P futures, again, you can see right here on the chart. Total crypto market cap in US dollars right now. They're both moving, which is really good to see that. So again, those of you that dollar cost average, I mean, this is where you're talking about. You're buying at every dip. So you're not really concerned about what's happening in the market, you're just slowly accumulating. So I've got automatic buys set up in my crypto portfolio and, of course, my stock portfolio. And, of course, if you go get Money Never Sleeps, you'll understand. Go have a look at it, all right? But anyway, so it's really exciting to see that. And despite the weak US manufacturing data, the Federal Reserve liquidity plans a strong corporate earnings keep equities and crypto afloat. So the total crypto market cap again rose 8.5% since March. Very, very exciting to see that. MicroStrategy report, this is an interesting one, reports a $4.2 billion net loss because Q1 this year, or quarter one, so of course there's 4 quarters in the year for those of you who don't know. Again, it's been a pretty wild ride in both the US equities and stock market and crypto. It hasn't been nice, to put it that way. It's been very stressful. But we look forward and we know what we're going ahead, I guess, the location of where we're going, okay? You have to think about long term. But the company plans to expand its stock offerings by $84 billion to fund more Bitcoin acquisitions. Again, what Michael Saylor is doing at the moment with this, with his capital raising is unbelievable. It really is. And I think a lot of other corporations and companies around the world are going to replicate what he's doing. I mean, seriously. And I think he and BlackRock, I should say, well, MicroStrategy and BlackRock are virtually competing for who has the most Bitcoin. But anyway, so he basically, through his company strategy, is planning to raise $84 billion to purchase more Bitcoin. The funding will be split evenly between $42 billion in equity and $42 billion in fixed income. So let's see what happens with that, because $84 billion is crazy. And Canary Capital seeks SEC approval for first say ETF with staking. And pretty much like dividend investing, you're going to be earning a return on your capital. So this is what I foresee in the future anyway with crypto ETFs, is that they're going to be generating yields, so to speak, and people will be able to earn an income. Now, again, they filed an S1 with the SEC on Thursday, seeking approval for an ETF that would give investors, say, exposure. And again, the SEC has growing stack of crypto ETF applications awaiting review. It is absolutely enormous how many ETFs they have. Now, moving on to X, and I will do a dedicated video on the 3Commas bots because they are working. They are working nicely as well. So today I've done, I don't know, I believe like 150 US dollars, USDT. So I'm trading with USDT. Thank you to those 8,900 people on X. You guys absolutely rock. 8,960. Thank you so much. And let's have a look at this. Yes, by the time your financial advisor says it's okay to buy Bitcoin, it'll cost $1 million. And when they say it's a good idea, it'll be $10 million. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. And here is the S1 filing for Canary Capital and Say. So very, very exciting times. And MicroStrategy announced a Bitcoin yield of 13.7% and Bitcoin gain of $5.8 billion year to date. Doubles capital plan, $42 billion in equity and $42 billion in fixed income to purchase Bitcoin, and increases Bitcoin yield target from 15% to 25%, and Bitcoin gain target from $10 billion to $15 billion for 2025. Absolutely incredible. And this one is an interesting one here. Basically, for those who keep asking why Bitcoin price doesn't move when Saylor keeps buying, he explains brilliantly. Have a listen to this.
Transferring their coins to new hands. Who are the new hands? Strategy, ETF buyers, institutions, nation states, and of course, more individuals. Another reason the price doesn't explode upward, MicroStrategy intentionally buys in a way that avoids moving the price. Saylor has talked about this many times. They use a disciplined, patient strategy, placing thousands or even millions of small buy orders over several days. The goal is to let sellers come to them without bidding against themselves and pushing the price higher. So that's one compelling explanation. Saylor can buy a lot of Bitcoin without moving the price much because he's buying from long-term wealthy holders and doing so in a way that minimizes short-term price impact.
But I think that's fascinating because he's not manipulating the market. He's like slowly accumulating Bitcoin as he goes. Like that. I mean, when he's buying $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, he's doing it over a period of time, which is fascinating. Let's have a look at this as well. We're going to get into just quickly as well. Eric Trump says token 2049 in Dubai. The SWIFT system is broken and it's going to be replaced by cryptocurrency. Listen to this.
And then all of a sudden, it's hard to move. It's really only accessible, at least on large scale to kind of very few. It's very static in terms of location. Then all of a sudden you go to, cryptocurrencies, which is immediately liquid, easy to move, accessible to anyone. And you actually realize that cryptocurrencies become the greatest hedge in the world to kind of hard assets. But what it made me also realize is how absolutely antiquated and broken the modern financial system is.
It's so true. When you go and move capital internationally, it's impossible with banks. It takes 4 days to send money internationally into another person's bank account with SWIFT. That is freaking ridiculous. Whereas nowadays, we can just send cryptocurrency and it's there instantaneously. So this is the future, guys. And this is unbelievable, but Charles Schwab, $7 trillion of assets under management, says firm will offer crypto spot trading within 12 months. Welcome to the party, guys. Welcome to the party. And I can't wait for everyone to experience Earn Curve. The ideas that I've got for it are absolutely incredible. So I'm really excited about it. I'm just waiting patiently, and it's very testing. It's very exhausting, but I'm remaining very positive about it because, again, going through Australian regulators here is not an easy feat. Let's put it that way. There's a lot of regulatory hurdles and compliances that have to come into check. So stick with me, guys. I'm working on it, and let's get into some other content today as well. I'm going to be putting up a video for my 3 commas bots on gate.io. So thank you very much. And guys, go join Earn Curve Invest. The link is below. Get a copy of Money Never Sleeps. Just do me a favor as a friend and as somebody who's watching my channel, go get a copy of this book. Seriously, go get a copy of this book, read it. The Wall Street Bull Official, the link is below, all right? It's really going to change your life in terms of how you think about passive income, and real estate investments no longer a thing these days. Anyway, I'm out, guys. Got a massive day today. I'll speak to all soon. Take care of yourselves. Have a good night, good afternoon, and good morning. And if it's morning, have another shot of espresso. Peace, guys. Bye.